Hello everyone, my name is David Hobson, and I've been chosen to speak in front of every one of you. I would like to thank the Haywood County School Board, parents, and teachers that have decided to join us here at the Education Center here in Clyde. The petition that was signed and that's up for review is on why we should allow religion back in the public school. Here are some examples of why the policy should be changed. And we'll be discussing each of them, and those are that they benefit children who will take this class or classes, how we can make it respectful for everyone, and how it can keep kids out of trouble. So what we want to do is bring religion back into the classrooms, or into a separate classroom, actually, as a separate entity. So, on the first one, it helps benefit children by first helping improve brain development at an early age. Just by reading the Bible and having something to believe in helps children who want to read, but something that they're interested in. Also, it helps kids develop psychologically. One expert said that learning about religion is extremely important from a psychological standpoint for young kids. Finally, it can knock down depression. Ronnie Stark noted in his book, America's Blessings, that religion and those with strong conservative and religious beliefs are less likely to be depressed. So, honestly, we don't want children to be taking any of these because they're depressed or some kind of anxiety. We want them to be happy and healthy, and one of the reasons why we can do that is because of putting religion back in school. Alright, next is that we can make it respectful for everyone. This class isn't a mandatory class. It'd be an elective that children can take only if signed by their parents. The class would be detailed and provide information and educate the parents, teachers, and community of this class. This class would be different classes for different religions based on their beliefs. This provides security of what the child wants, and it doesn't discriminate. Freedom of religion is what we want for everyone, for every kid. Also, if a student chooses to pray before class starts, there'll be a separate classroom designed for this. So we want to make sure they get any kind of class, a separate book, a separate class for this entity, for this class, for bringing religion back into school. Finally, it would help kids from getting into trouble. Books have been written about how religion can help from families cut back on the juvenile delinquency within their families, according to Forbes. Along with this insight, having it in school could promote goodwill and help cut out on bullying. It definitely would cut back on gun violence in schools. We always need to be alert by such threats, but the presence of religion actually deters other kids as well as adults to bring guns into school. And that's what we want to strive for, is peace. So we really don't want this kind of entity in our school. And this could help bring out the gun violence and cut it back to almost nothing. And then the bullying, to show goodwill, we want that. We want kids to be able to live in peace. And in order to do that is to get away from the bullying. And if they can't get along, then how can they get along in society later on with their peers or other people their age? So we got to look at the whole perspective here. So to summarize this, the three main points that we've discussed about religion being let back into school are that it's a benefit for children, how can we make it respectful for everyone, and how it can help kids from getting into trouble. So what we're saying is that we don't want kids to be depressed. Okay, that's one. We want it in the classroom. That's two. And not just that, but we want the book, so that way it'd be a mandatory book. If they elect to take the class, it'll be based on the religion itself, which religion they choose. And three, we do not want gun violence. So we want to deter anything from that. So, in conclusion, Ronald Reagan said it best: if we forget that we are one nation under God, then we will be a nation gone forever. With the positives allowing religion back in the schools, and this is the nation I'm referring to as red, white, and blue. Other countries have different ways of doing things. We're just only specifying on our nation. So, with the positive allowing religion back in the schools, we should allow this policy to change. And the first step is to go and vote next month. Our Constitution rights as Americans, which is freedom of religion, should be accounted for. With that said, how much harm can it do to allow religion back into schools? Because we've witnessed what's happened without it. I want to thank you, everyone, again for attending this meeting, and I hope each of you have a good night.